Hey everybody, my name is Ralph Graves. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. If you like this video and other videos like it, please hit the subscribe channel. Don't be afraid to hit the subscribe channel. Subscribe, hit like, subscribe, share it with somebody. Today I want to talk about the law of intelligent practice. All right, we've heard it said before that practice makes perfect. I don't believe that, man. I don't believe that, lady. I don't. I believe intelligent practice makes perfect. I don't believe just practice makes perfect. I mean, I coached football for years. Now, what if we kept running the same play that didn't work over and over and over again? We practiced it though, coach. Well, it's not working, and whether we didn't practice intelligently. That's why we used to look at game film. If you played any sort of sports, basketball, football, or whatever, even probably some MMA or martial, you kind of look at the film of what you need to practice against or whatnot. So we're talking about practicing intelligently. So if I want to reach a goal, I ought to practice intelligent, right? And I wrote a couple notes down I just want to share with you guys. And one of them is focus on your strengths more than your weaknesses. Listen, there's been an entire field of leadership and personal growth that has been developed around this notion of soaring with your strength and managing your weaknesses. But I want you to develop your strengths more than your weaknesses. A rabbit can swim, right? I'm sure a rabbit can swim, but he's not a strong swimmer. A rabbit runs. So I don't want my rabbit to become a strong swimmer. I want my rabbit to run. I mean, some of you are phenomenal at an Excel spreadsheet, which I am not. Others, like myself, were able to facilitate and put a team together and lead a team into battle. So I'm gonna spend most of my time practicing intelligently, developing my strengths, and bringing people around me who my weaknesses happen to be their strengths. So that's point number one. Focus on your strengths rather than your weaknesses. Hope you guys are tracking with me. Second, intelligent practice is really not about an amount of time. It's not about the amount of time. There's some goals that can be reached quickly. Sure, there are, right? But none of them come to real fruition without intelligent practice. You know, if you're a piano player, playing the piano and just doing your scales for 2 hours a day, all you're doing is doing your scales. It won't prepare you for the recital. You have to actually play music to be prepared for the concert or the recital. You have to actually do it. I want to run, I'm going to share this with you guys. Don't tell anybody. I want to run a marathon. Now, I'm not a strong runner. You may ask, well, Graves, why do you want to run a marathon? Because I'm afraid that it's something I can't do. So I decided I'm going to run a marathon. I'm not even going to say I'm going to try. I'm just going to do it. So that means that I have to move from reading books and actually getting out and running. That's what I actually have to do. I haven't run in years. Just started running the other day. I have to get out and run. It's intelligent practice. I have to get out and I have to run, right? So that's what we have to do. We'll reach the goal, but you have to actually, put in the time. It's not really about the time when I will run it. I'm 52 years old. I don't know when I'll run it, but I'm going to run a marathon. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I need to practice, work on my strengths when it comes to that running. I have to, I'm not really pressed about the time, but I have to get out there and put in the time and put in the actual running if I'm going to run, right? If I'm going to run, okay? Third, intelligent practice, like any practice, it's hard. It's hard. I know we live in this microwave comfort. We want everything comfortable. You know what? I challenge myself every day to do something uncomfortable. Try it. If you challenge yourself every day to do something uncomfortable, this is where this running thing came, but challenge yourself every day to do something uncomfortable because practice is hard. And if you conquer something that's uncomfortable, that means when the unexpected hard things hit you, you're already used to doing uncomfortable things. Practice is hard, right? It's hard. If you're going to achieve anything, You're going to have to say, okay, I got to put in the time. I have to practice intelligently. It's going to be hard. Even from, I don't care if you're playing a game, from a Rubik's Cube to making a par while golfing, going to be a better golfer. It's hard. How about keeping or maintaining your marriage in a positive zone? Newsflash, marriage is hard. And yes, you got to practice. You got to intelligently practice to make your marriage work, right? But practice is hard. And the reason why practice is hard is because there's no applause. So I need to practice intelligently. I'm not practicing. When you practice, you're not going to hear the applause. Remember Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul. Man, we were just in awe of Kobe Bryant, what he could do on the court. Man, it hurt my heart. It hurt my heart when he died. We were in awe of what he did on the court. And we cheered for him. But none of us were cheering for him at 2 a.m. on his 1,000th free throw. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody was there. He practiced during the hard time. He practiced intelligently during the hard time. Listen, friends, listen. And I'm talking about intelligent practice. First of all, I want you to practice, but we have to practice intelligently while you're doing. In today's culture, practice, today's culture, it's practice could be difficult because we have so many distractions. Everything is pulling at us, man, from media to all kinds of stuff is pulling at us. I know you want to be great, but you have to do some intelligent practice to get to greatness. The truth is this. If you're looking for a reason not to practice today, you'll find it. You will find a reason not to feel uncomfortable. You'll find a reason not to practice your guitar, your piano. You'll find a reason not to work on your marriage. You'll find a reason not to work out. You'll find a reason not to sit in class. You'll find a reason not to study. You'll find a reason not to read. You'll find a reason not to practice your voice, your vocal exercises for those who want to become singers. If you're an actor or actress, you'll find a reason, not to read your skits, not to put together your reel. Practice, intelligent practice takes effort. But listen, I want you to find a reason. I want you to dig down. And you can find all excuses you want, but I want you to find a reason. And the reason is you ought to want to achieve your goal. You ought to want to not just achieve your goal, you ought to want to be great at achieving your goal. But before I go, listen. I want you to apply this before I go, before I get off of this thing. And I wrote this down. I want you to apply this. Decide to go for your goal, right? When you're going for it, decide to focus on it. But I kind of want you to kind of reverse engineer. And this works for me. It could work for you. It may or may not, but give it a shot. What I mean by reverse engineer is work backwards, step by step from your goal, breaking it down into manageable increments, right? And this is what we call intelligent practice. So I have to work backwards on my goal. I'm going to break it down into manageable increments so I eventually achieve the goal. Focus at least 80%. Got it written right here. 80% of your time on your strengths, right? 80% of the time. Use an egg timer if you have to, but focus 80% of the time on your strengths. Use 20% of the time on your weaknesses. But ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about intelligent practice. I hope this has helped you a little bit. If you're going to reach your goals, you're going to have to practice intelligently to succeed. My name is Ralph Graves. Thanks for checking out this video. I'll see you again next time.